All right. First of all, I have an epic war with Ellen DeGeneres, and I have a loathing for her that is epic in size as well.
Kathy Griffin just called out Ellen DeGeneres. She exposed Ellen's whole operation, from her producers to her network executives, even Ellen's close A-listers. And turns out, Ellen's whole act was allegedly not about kindness at all. It was about access, about protection, about a shield built from celebrity friendships that kept questions away and kept power close. But here's what Griffin allegedly revealed that nobody's talking about. That shield, it had a name, Epstein Island. And the videos that allegedly leaked, they don't just show who visited, they show who allegedly made the introductions. People who allegedly opened the door and smiled for cameras while handing out invitations to a place where cameras were forbidden. Now, Kathy Griffin is asking the question that threatens to break the whole system open. Was the kindness curated? Were the alliances calculated? And if Ellen's network was really that powerful, why did everything still fall apart so publicly? Unless the power was never hers. Unless she was just the face.
We have a beef, at least in my mind we do. I don't think she doesn't give a about me. But I just love giving Ellen because it just never gets old. She just can't stand it. She has no sense of humor about herself.
It's no secret that Kathy Griffin's hatred of Ellen DeGeneres didn't start yesterday. Their feud had been going on for so long that many people seem to think that they have always been enemies. However, that was not always the case. You see, back in 1996, Kathy Griffin was a day player on Ellen's sitcom.
Hi! Mediterranean Seascape Blue Rapture with the Aztec Gold interior?
Hi. Originally silver, but repainted blue Honda with the cigarette burn on the passenger side interior.
Hey. So you're one of the car owners, huh?
I can't believe you guys did that to me.
Kathy was a guest star, barely on the call sheet. And back then, Ellen allegedly walked into the table read and demanded Griffin perform a commercial she'd done for Kenmore Stereos. Kathy was told by Ellen to recite the lyrics to play that funky town music on the spot, for absolutely no reason. And Kathy Griffin, feeling the pressure, did it. After the joke died and the room went silent, Ellen reportedly looked at Griffin like she was nothing. Griffin later described the moment as Ellen saying, "Dance, dance." Now, this was not the behavior of a fellow colleague or a comic. This was Ellen, the star of her own show, demanding a performance from someone she considered beneath her. And after that, Griffin claims Ellen never was friendly, just rough. Now turns out that was the beginning of a feud that would span decades and finally explode over something much darker than a sitcom table read. Fast forward to 2014, after the unfortunate passing of comedian Joan Rivers, Kathy Griffin called Ellen. Kathy begged Ellen to let go of her hatred for Joan. Kathy told Ellen, "She's passed away. Just do a effing tribute. Be cool." Ellen's response was unexpected. According to Ellen, there's a difference between mean and funny. Joan Rivers was mean, not worthy of tribute, not worthy of respect, not worthy of the woman who built a brand on be kind. At this point, Kathy Griffin lost it. Kathy called Ellen an untalented hack. Her words, not mine. The fight was so intense, Griffin later said she sobbed like a baby after hanging up.
Like, picture Kathy Griffin and Ellen DeGeneres, split screen,
What are you
both
yelling
with
about?
our cell phones and assistants, screaming at each other.
Over what?
She thought Joan Rivers was not funny, but Joan was just mean. And I think Joan was not only not mean, but she was a genius, but also that Ellen kind of owed part of her career to the fact that Joan was the first woman to have a talk show, broke the glass ceiling for women in talk, whether you like her or not.
Now it's reported that Kathy tried to apologize. She texted Ellen, but Ellen didn't respond. Not then, not ever. The Be Kind brand, it allegedly didn't extend to women who talked back, to women who saw through it, to women who knew the truth. Then in 2016, Griffin published her book, Celebrity Run-Ins. The book included a story about a certain beloved daytime talk show host who allegedly had her kicked out of a backstage dressing room at the Emmys. Griffin didn't name her, and she didn't need to. Short blonde hair, mean streak that all of Hollywood knows about. The only person who that described was Ellen, and Ellen was reportedly extremely upset. She wanted to put Griffin in her place, but Kathy Griffin, as she put it, "I'm not shut-upable." And now, years later, after Ellen's show ended in scandal, after employees came forward about the toxic workplace, After her mask finally cracked, Griffin is allegedly talking again, but this time it's not about dressing rooms or about Joan Rivers. It's allegedly about Epstein Island and alleged leaked videos that expose the network Ellen allegedly built to protect herself. Kathy has been watching Ellen since 1996, and she's allegedly done staying quiet. Griffin allegedly broke it down. Ellen's relationships, the producers, the network executives, the A-listers, Oprah, Jennifer Aniston, the Obamas, everyone Ellen danced with, everyone she gave cars to, everyone she made cry on camera. Griffin allegedly claims it wasn't friendship, it was currency, a shield that acted as protection from questions, from scrutiny, and from the kind of accountability that ends careers. But here's what Griffin allegedly revealed that changes everything. Ellen's protection. It allegedly had a specific function. It was not just to protect Ellen from workplace allegations or just to protect her from the mean streak that all of Hollywood knew about. It was to protect her from something much darker, something allegedly caught on video, something allegedly connected to Epstein Island. And the leaked videos, Griffin allegedly saw them, or knows someone who did, and the names on them, they're not just visitors. They're allegedly the connectors, the introducers, the people who allegedly opened doors that should have stayed locked. Ellen thinking Joan was mean when Ellen is the one who left her talk show over reports of being mean. Irony. Joan was mean to the rich and kind to the not rich. Ellen is mean to the not rich, but sucks up to the rich. Ellen prefers when you act nice in public and are mean behind the scenes. Joan was not mean, and she made fun of herself more than anybody else. Ellen's show was yanked off the air for being a mean woman to her employees. How ironic that Ellen said Joan Rivers was mean. Ellen was and is the mean one.
So I'm just starting with Ellen just to start with Ellen because
She has nothing else going on.
she has nothing else going on. It's fun for me. I enjoy it. You know, it's a victimless crime.
It is.
Once again, she's counting her money all the way around the world. She's selling houses. She and Ryan Seacrest are in some kind of arranged marriage. That's the real marriage you should be afraid of.
Kathy Griffin called it, not once, for decades. Ellen's mean streak, the cruelty behind Ellen's mask, the way she allegedly treated people like props. Griffin said it in 1996, said it again in 2014, wrote it in her book in 2016, and every time, Hollywood laughed. Ellen was untouchable, the dancing queen, the car giveaway saint, the woman who made America cry. Griffin was just jealous, just bitter, just a comedian who couldn't get invited back. But here's what Griffin allegedly knew that nobody else did. That Ellen's mean streak wasn't just personal, it was structural. In a 2020 BuzzFeed article, 10 former employees revealed The Ellen Show was a toxic workplace, built on fear and intimidation. One producer allegedly said Ellen created a culture where you're not allowed to be funnier than her. Another said she enjoyed watching people squirm. A third said she had a sensitivity list of topics she wouldn't discuss, including Epstein, including Maxwell, including any guest who might ask uncomfortable questions. In 2021, the show ended officially. Ellen wanted to move on, but in reality, her show's sponsors pulled out and her staff revolted. Ellen quickly moved to England, bought a farmhouse, disappeared, almost like someone who had something to hide or someone who was told to disappear. In 2022, Anne Heche dies, the woman who loved Ellen, who Ellen allegedly abandoned, who Ellen allegedly blacklisted, who spent 20 years trying to rebuild a career Ellen allegedly destroyed, and Ellen's response was minimal. A brief statement, no extended tribute, no visible grief, the same silence Griffin allegedly witnessed for decades, the same coldness, the same mean streak that all of Hollywood knows about. For 30 years, Kathy Griffin allegedly watched Ellen DeGeneres build a fortress, brick by brick, friendship by friendship, car giveaway by car giveaway. And for 30 years, Griffin allegedly tried to tell people what was inside. The mean streak, the cruelty, the control. And for 30 years, nobody listened because the fortress was too beautiful. The brand was too powerful. The be kind mask was too perfect. But fortresses fall, masks crack, and the people who allegedly knew the truth, they're the ones still standing when the dust settles. Griffin didn't get the talk show, didn't get the cars, didn't get the be kind empire, but she allegedly got something better. The satisfaction of watching the woman who allegedly tried to silence her finally silenced herself by her own cruelty, by her own control, by her own allegedly calculated alliances that allegedly protected something much darker than a toxic workplace. And now, the allegations Griffin is allegedly making, they're not about dressing rooms, not about Joan Rivers, not about sitcom table reads. They're about Epstein Island, leaked videos, the network Ellen allegedly built to protect herself, the same network that allegedly connected Hollywood to the worst abuse scandal in modern history. So was Kathy Griffin, right? About everything? About the mean streak, the cruelty, the control, the alleged network that protected Ellen from accountability, the Be Kind brand that allegedly hid something much darker? The evidence is stacking, the toxic workplace allegations, the Anne Hetches silence, the Cotswolds escape, the Diddy friendship, the Epstein connection, the leaked videos Griffin allegedly saw, and through all of it, one constant, Kathy Griffin, watching, talking, allegedly knowing. Since 1996, before the empire, before the brand, before the Be Kind mask was even fully formed, Ellen DeGeneres built a billion-dollar empire on kindness, and Kathy Griffin allegedly spent 30 years proving it was built on something else: control, cruelty, calculation. And now, with the empire collapsed and the mask cracked and the allegations piling, Griffin isn't laughing. She's allegedly just getting started. Because the woman who was not shut-upable in 2016 is allegedly still talking. And this time, people are finally listening. Comment below. Was Kathy Griffin right about Ellen all along? Or is she just settling a decades-old score?